So I figured I would do just kind of a short little review about the Thrush Turbo mufflers. And I'm mostly just going to be sitting here because as soon as I become visible past this wall, I'm going to get barked at by those fucking animals over there, because that lady doesn't fucking train or take care of her dogs or fucking do anything about them when they fucking bark, because she shouldn't have dogs. Anyway, wanted to share some of my thoughts on the Thrush Turbo mufflers. If you're not familiar with them, they're more of a performance sounding muffler. They have kind of like a Flowmaster tone to them, but they're a lot cheaper than the Flowmaster. Not so much cheaper built as in quality. I mean, okay, they're really not as high quality as a Flowmaster, but for the Flowmaster, you're really paying a decent chunk of change for the name. And Thrush, not so much. I'll show you what it looks like over here. I have two mufflers hooked up on this truck, and the Thrush is in back. So I will be getting another video of what this thing sounds like with the dual muffler system. That muffler's behind the axle. And then the Walker Quiet Flow, which I just did a video on, so go check that out if you want to see it. But I'm actually not getting barked at, surprisingly. But anyway, as far as like the sound goes, I'd fire it up in this video. I probably still can, but obviously now it's not going to sound like it would with just a single Thrush welded, because there's a Walker Quiet Flow in front of it, which really isn't that quiet. That's why I have a Walker behind it. The truck's a 300 inline 6, 4.9 liter. That's the reason I wanted it as quiet as it did. They just don't sound good like the V8s. They sound okay below 1500 RPM. Between 1500 and 2000, it's bearable. Anything above 2000 RPM, they just fucking sound like absolute shit. So that's why we did it the way we did. And then the tailpipe coming out this side is only because I had a bunch of extra tailpipe and I didn't want it to go to waste. And it would have been a bitch getting the pipe to come out the other side, because it was so close to the hitch that it basically would have just been pointed at the ground. And I didn't want it like that, so that's why we got it like it is. But as far as sound quality goes, the Thrush Turbos really aren't that loud. I'll post a link in the description of one of these engines with the Thrush Turbo on it. Not my video, just another video I found that I think is does a good job of showing what the Thrush Turbo sounds like on its own. I get the Thrush Turbo and the Thrush Welded mixed up, so if I have said welded at all in this video, I'm sorry, because that's what that truck's got. I've put the Thrush Welded on a couple vehicles now. This is a Thrush Turbo on this one, and I chose the Turbo because it's a bit quieter than the Welded. The Welded has kind of a deeper tone. It sounds a bit better, but it's louder, and I wanted this truck to be pretty much as quiet as I could get it without putting a stock OEM muffler on it, because those OEM mufflers, they're just a little too restrictive. They just rob you of a little bit of power because they don't have good flow, and they don't do anything to help your fuel economy. And being that it's the inline 6, I don't have any power to take, and the reason that we drive an inline 6 pickup is because it gets good fuel economy. So I didn't want to sacrifice either one of those. So that was why we went with the two freer flowing mufflers. And I figured if you get two kind of louder mufflers together, one behind the other, that hopefully it would end up to be fairly quiet. And it did, actually. So this is just kind of on a whim. I didn't really plan this video out real well. But anyway, I can fire it up real quick for a minute, just to get a quick sound clip. Damn bug flying up my nose. I am going to get a video of the complete exhaust system, and that'll be a long video because I'm going to go for a drive with it. I'm going to do kind of a walk around outside of it. Hoping to do a couple videos on the exhaust because it's a good system. You know, built it myself pretty much, and it does still have an exhaust leak. I replaced the intake and exhaust manifold gaskets, and when I was putting the manifold back on, yep, there go the fucking dogs. When I put the manifold back on, it cracked in another place, so it still has a manifold tick, which is shut up. No, hush. Shit, I think the key's inside. I'm getting sick of living next door to that fucking lady, man. Like, and then she just stands there and fucking stares at me like it's my fault. Like what are you doing in your own fucking yard? Like, oh man, I can't wait till I don't have fucking neighbors someday. This thing does not have much gas in it. It's got almost a quarter tank. It's got quite a bit more gas in it than I thought. When you first fire it up, it still makes a little noise, but shit, it's a 42-year-old pickup truck. It's gonna make a little bit of noise. Can I take my foot off the throttle? Yeah, I can. That's what she sounds like. And sometime probably tomorrow, when hopefully my neighbor's gone and I can have some peace and fucking quiet around here for once, I'll get a better video. But anyway, that's been a review of the Thrush Welded, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Subscribe to see more. Next video will be, it's going to be a long one, but it's going to be a good one. I'm going to really show what this sounds like and how I put it all together. So yeah, peace out. Thanks.